Madam Speaker, I rise to contribute to the third reading of the Equal Pay Bill. Madam Speaker, I'd like to just say to anyone listening in our public, our neighbours, at home, around the world, that I'm talking to you, dear listeners. I don't care to refute what has been said and the scaremongering taking place on the other side of the House. I'm talking to you, that the National Party always has, always will.
A point of order on
Yes.
The Speaker has repeatedly brought the Speaker into the debate. Yes. She may wish to speak to dear listeners, but maybe she could leave the Speaker out of it.
Understood, yes. And I was signalling to the member to not bring the Speaker.
My apologies. My apologies, Madam Speaker. I'd like to speak to those that are beyond these walls, and I'd like to say that the National Party has, always will, and does support equal pay based on genders, pay equity. But, Madam Speaker, what I would like to say is when something has ballooned out of control, out of what it was initially intended to address, that is a lack of pay equity based on gender, then we are stepping in and saying, let's take it back to basics. And that's what we're doing with this bill here. And I heard constantly about how people across the House are very angry. They're filled with anger. I wonder, Madam Speaker, where this anger was when they voted against the Gangs Act. I wonder where this anger was when they voted for sexual abuse and against victims, when they voted against the Sentencing Reform Act. And I wonder where this anger was when they voted against adjusting tax brackets.
Madam Speaker, point of order, the Honourable Deborah Russell.
I have taken deep personal offence that that member has said that people on this side of the House voted for sexual abuse. That's outrageous.
Point of order.
And I'm personally offended at her saying that we support sexual offenders. That is deeply offensive and completely untrue.
I will ask the member to stand, withdraw and apologise.
I withdraw and apologise. I commend this bill to the House, Madam Speaker.
Well, I think that was what do you call it? A seat not quite getting warm filled with interruption speech.
What the fuck was that? Okay.
I don't know. I really don't know. Like,
what am I watching, Sam?
You're watching a select committee here. A House committee hearing in the Republican House of Representatives, where you've got the likes of Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene saying stupid shit out.
Yeah.
I mean, put it this way. That's something you would expect from Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert, not from Rima Nakhle, the MP for Takanini. Shame on you, Rima, for sitting down there and making yourself look like Marjorie Taylor Greene instead of who you should be.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, so correction from the last clip that I was talking about with the Ministry of Regulation. It seems that there's a bit of infighting in the regulation. There's a couple of people in that ministry that aren't happy. So, shout out to all those, shout out to everyone working there. Sorry for the fake news. Yeah, so it's just a redaction of my own. Okay, but still, yeah, I don't know why, guys, this bill didn't require a regulatory impact statement.
Simon remembers. Yeah, she's only been in New Zealand since 2014. You're right. Yeah, okay. No, Rima Nakhle's only. She hasn't been in New Zealand for that long. For the migrant MPs in Parliament, she's the one who's had the shortest period of time living in New Zealand before being elected as an MP. And she did also try to get elected as an MP back in 2020 as well. So literally the moment she was able to get a New Zealand passport, she was applying to become an MP in Parliament.
Does she have a history of working as an MP in Australia? Like what's?
No. She's legal career.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's a bit odd. You move to another country, that bam, you're an MP. It's like, is that? I mean, has that happened before? I mean, how normal is that?
Not that quick. I think that's probably one of our in modern day history. It's probably one of our quickest cases in modern days. I mean, Mickey Savage was from Australia.
Okay.
But I mean, he wasn't been in New Zealand like 15 years before he became an MP, and that was at the point where it was classed as British Empire, so it wouldn't have actually quite mattered to the same extent. But like, if we talk in modern day sense, most of the people who were born in New Zealand who have been in Parliament have actually lived in New Zealand for a very long time. Like, if we look at Andy Foster, I mean, you wouldn't know the fact that he was born in the UK, considering, listen to his accent.
Yeah.
If we look at Lawrence Sunan, he's been in New Zealand 20-something, since he was a little kid.
Yeah, I mean, but she was like, you know, you're talking about it like she just got off the plane, all of a sudden she's an MP. Like, she's still unpacking the bags and, you know, setting up house, and it's like, yep, you're an MP now. Wow, okay.
Yeah, it's and actually most of the people who aren't New Zealand born MPs who have been in Parliament, have usually probably about 20 years behind them. Like Ricardo Mendes March is approximately, it's like 20 something years.
You know, it makes you wonder why Winston Peters didn't go after that instead of going after Ricardo, you know.
Yeah, well, that's the part. Well, you know, I mean, maybe he was going after that because Ricardo's Latina, not Latino, not a what do you call it? Was it Australian-born Lebanese?
Yeah.
Person, because that's Rima's Lebanese descent.
Yeah, Rima. That's it. I didn't want to mispronounce her name. That's why I avoided saying it. Okay, Rima. Yeah. So I think that's kind of weird that Winston didn't go after Rima. I mean, she's two things. She's a woman, and she's Lebanese. You know, she's next door to like the Middle East. You know, you think that'd be like a prime target for Winston.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed to our Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok.